I'm assuming you practiced your lines and curves and zigzags and loop-de-loops. So now we're going to talk about seam allowance a little bit more. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw a circle on a piece of paper, and we need to add seam allowance to this, or when we sew it, it's going to end up smaller than we want. We want it to end up this size right here. So we're going to add our seam allowance, which I'm going to do a 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch. I'll decide that in a second, but I'm going to show you how to do that. But we're going to add the seam allowance. That way when we sew it, our end product is going to end up this size, just like we want it to be. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So here's our circle. This is the size we want our finished product to be. Here's our seam gauge. I'm going to go ahead and do a 1/2 inch. So we're just going to go around this circle, and we're going to add our seam allowance all the way around, just like this. Once that's done, we're going to cut it out, and this will be our pattern piece. We're going to cut 2 pieces of fabric, right sides together, and then we're going to sew it together using our seam allowance right here, which is a 1/2 inch, which we gave it. If you chose to give it something else, remember that, put it on your pattern, and use that when you sew it. Okay, so now we're going to cut out our fabric, and then I'm going to bring you to the machine. So I have my fabric right here, right sides touching. I'm going to put my pattern down. I'm going to pin it, and then I'm going to cut around it. Now we have our pieces cut out, so we're going to take it to the machine, and we're going to sew all the way around it, leaving an opening to turn right side out. Beginners, you can pin or clip if you need to. Now we're going to find our seam allowance by putting our sewing gauge right where our needle goes, and mine's right here for a 1/2 inch. I already have it marked, but there's also feet like this for sewing machines you can buy, and it'll help you with seam allowance as well. Since curves are a little bit harder to do seam allowance with your machine, you can always take your seam gauge and take a water-soluble pin and mark your seam allowance. That way you have something to follow and make sure you're on track. Remember to always start and finish with a back stitch. Back stitch. Now we need to back stitch again, just like that. You should have went all the way around your circle within your seam allowance. Another important thing about curves and circles is that you're going to have to put little notches in it in order for the fabric to not crinkle or wrinkle. So I'm going to go around this curve, and I'm going to do little triangle cuts, but I am not going to go past my stitch line because you do not want to cut into your stitches. So I'm just going to go around and cut little notches into my circle, and you also do this around curves. Or you can also use pinking shears, and it'll cut little triangles around for you.